Yes, it's Wiz back with another one. I've officially submitted my documents and just everything required of my company service provider thingamajig people to you know um authorize my shares and whatnot and just issue out shares to my shareholders and stuff. I've submitted that necessary information. And yeah, it's set in stone now. Well, at least not stone, but it's well, right now it's stone because it takes quite a bit financially to sort that thing out. At least for me in this current position of mine. In fact, like three times more than I thought it was gonna take. More than three times. But that's cool. It's sorted now. Yeah, and I was on the brink of considering last minute additions to the issuing of equity and stuff. Yet again, I was met with very dismissive. Yeah, dismissive is the word I'd use here. Sorry for that. Being so aggressive with it, but yeah, dismissive is definitely the word that I want to use here. From friends and whatnot. Yeah, I was met with that kind of response, but yeah, similar to the other cases, the response from this particular guy that I reached out to on this last minute basis was very like empty. It was like an empty promise. Yeah. Because essentially what he did was like he said, because I reached out to him last minute, right? Because I was getting ready to send in the documentations and just fill everything out. And yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm busy, dude. I'm busy. I was like, okay, can I meet up? It's literally gonna take 10 minutes. I can pitch this thing in 10 minutes. And then he was like, nah, I can't meet up with you. You could tell that he wasn't keen. He wasn't keen. You could tell that he kind of saw it as him doing me a favor, which you have every right to view it that way, especially right now. But you have to understand that this is I'm giving you equity to a to an enterprise. You're not solely doing me a favor. You're doing yourself a favor as well. You know, it's just that they don't view it that way because the enterprise isn't Coca-Cola yet. It isn't um yeah, insert huge company here. It isn't Bitcoin yet. It isn't Pepsi yet. You know, it isn't huge yet. So that's how a lot of these people who dismiss it view it. They view it as them doing me a favor, which is the case, but it's not exclusive to that. Because like I said, you're getting equity here. So yeah, he was like, dude, I'll reach out to you when I'm free, when I have a bit of free time. I've got class in the mornings, and I've got work and whatnot, and I gym. I hit the gym. I'll call you. I'll tell you when we can meet. I know you're trying to run a business here, but I'll tell you. You wait on my mark. You wait on my cue, and I'll tell you when we can meet. You know, that's basically what he was telling me. And I understand that he's busy, right? But then we need to meet each other in the middle. The way he phrased it, he made it clear that I have to wait on his cue, as opposed to the both of us sacrificing to meet in the middle and just make this meeting happen so I can pitch it to him and I can just give him the whole breakdown of everything. And that in itself is his reluctance to meet me in the middle kind of um further highlights just how he views this whole ordeal to begin with. He views it as very one-sided. He views it as, you know, as a favor that he'll do onto me, as opposed to a potential, you know, investment on his end. But that's cool. We're all different people. Um, I will say though, and I'm extremely confident that his I want to say inhibition. I'll have to look up that word again. But I think I'm using it right. His reluctance to, or like his dragging of the feet will come back to bite him in the future. In the near future, actually, within months, it'll be apparent that he missed out on a great bandwagon that was knocking at his door. A lot of people wish and pray that they could have an opportunity like this just knocking at their door, just presenting itself to their doorstep, you know. But yeah, he missed out. It's done now. I've got like 6 dudes. Yeah, 6 dudes getting equity. Hold on. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. I have to go. Bye bye.